The bidding for Warner Brothers Discovery has officially started, according to David Zaslav. Now let's get into this article from Verity. Warner Brothers Discovery is reviewing strategic alternatives in light of unsolicited interest it has received from multiple parties for both the entire company and the standalone Warner Brothers Streaming Studios entity. WBD didn't say which companies have made an M&A overtures, but the announcement comes after Paramount Skydance, headed by Chairman and CEO David Ellison, has been pursuing a major deal to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery in its entirety. In recent weeks, WBD reportedly rejected Paramount Skydance's $20 per share offer is too low. On Tuesday morning, the board of Warner Brothers Discovery turned down a mostly cash bid of nearly $24 per share from Paramount, Reuters reported. On Warner Brothers Discovery announcement, the company's stock jumped 10% in the morning, trading to over $20 per share. Warner Brothers Discovery continues to advance in previously announced separation of Warner Brothers and Discovery Global, currently targeted to be completed by April 2026. At the same time, the board announced has initiated a review of strategic alternatives to maximize shareholder value. Sorry about that. Through this process, the Warner Brothers Discovery Board will evaluate a broad range of strategic options, which includes the sale of the entire company or separate transactions for its Warner Brothers or Discovery Global businesses. It said. Part of the review, the company will also consider an alternative separation structure that would enable a merger of Warner Brothers with a third-party acquirer, alongside a spin-off of Discovery Global to shareholders, it said. This is from David Zaslav. We continue to make important strides to position our business to succeed in today's evolving media landscape. Sorry about that. By advancing our strategic initiatives, returning our studios to industry leadership, and scaling HBO Max globally, David Zaslav, President and CEO of Warner Bros. Discovery, said in its statement. Zaslav continued, "It's no surprise that the significant value of our portfolio is receiving increased recognition by others in the market after receiving interest from multiple parties. We have initiated a comprehensive review of strategic alternatives to identify the best path forward to unlock the full value of our assets." Okay, we've basically been through this. So the bidding war begun. And then another, basically talking about the same thing from the Hollywood Reporter. Apparently, NBC Universal is in the bidding war, which is Universal, all that. And then apparently Netflix was in the bidding war, and then they kind of backed out. They basically said they weren't interested. But they could be back in, we don't know. Paramount, I think Paramount is still in the bid. I think they're just going to get more money to try to offer Zaslav. I don't know if they just want the Warner Brothers side or they're going to buy Discovery also. If that's what Paramount wants. I don't know if maybe Paramount just wants Warner Brothers. I don't think they really care about Discovery, even though it was reported they wanted everything. Now, Universal or NBC Universal, I don't know if maybe they just want Warner Brothers. I don't know if they want everything. They basically said they wanted everything. I hope Netflix stay away from it. I really hope they don't sell to Netflix. I hope Paramount buys them. I really hope. Like I said, I hope Paramount gets it because I want to see what David Ellison would do with DC and Looney Tunes, who basically get the film rights to Harry Potter. Also, maybe Universal's going to try to get. Maybe that's why Universal wants to buy it because of Harry Potter. They already have the theme parks right for it. The theme park rights. But I want to see DC led by David Ellison. But is he gonna be legally forced to keep James Gunn because of contracts? Will he? Is he gonna try to fire? Is he gonna? Yeah, like I said, will he be forced to keep James Gunn? Will he try? Will he try to fire him? But contracts he'll probably have to keep. He'll probably have to keep James Gunn. But he'll probably watch to see what he does when he's writing the DC movies. He'll probably tell him, don't do this, keep this out of it. But yeah, I hope Paramount gets it. I hope Paramount buys Warner Brothers. I hope Paramount buys it. And I don't know if John Lasseter is still going to be with Paramount Animation because he's with Skydance right now. He's the head of Skydance. Because I want to see what would John Lasseter do with Looney Tunes. And I would like to see. Will Ellison get a theme park deal with Universal to add DC, Looney Tunes, maybe even Top Gun or Mission Impossible? Can you imagine that in Universal Studios? So yep, the Paramount bidding war is on. The bidding war is on. But I don't know what will happen to AEW. Because AEW has a TV deal with TBS, which is owned by Warner Brothers. Will they be forced to move it to CBS? Or will the cable stay? I don't know how this all works. So who do you hope buys Paramount? Who do you hope buys out Warner Brothers? Leave your thoughts in the comments.